Hi guys! Hope you're doing fantastic. My name is Miriam Mwangi and I'm back again with another modeling story. Welcome back to our 10 video series of the supermodels in the 1980s, 1990s. And guess who do we have today in our vlog? Linda Evangelista. So yay! If you have not watched the previous videos of the three supermodels in the 1980s, 1990s, that is Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, and also Tyra Banks, make sure you've watched them. I'll put a link down below, and kindly subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. It's a bit chilly, but you do thank God because it's a bit rainy and it's not dusty and not sunny. Remember to grab your coffee and stay warm, keep warm, and make sure you're dressed warmly. Evangelista as a model. So she was born on 10th May 1965 and she was raised in Canada. Linda Evangelista grew up in a Roman Catholic church and she went to a Catholic high school. So at the age of 12, it's where she set off her modeling journey and she joined a local modeling school where she would train as and model as a teenager. In 1978, Linda joined Miss Niagara Beauty Contest and she joined it to continue in her modeling journey. However, she did not win in this contest, but this was also an opening or more of an exposure in her modeling journey. And what does this tell us? Even right now as models, we should always make sure that we try and put ourselves out there to different contests. It doesn't matter whether you win, but the importance is the exposure and the experience you get in that beauty and pageant contest. At the age of 16, she traveled to Japan where she landed herself a job. However, this job experience involved some nudity and this really discouraged her from modeling. She quit the modeling agency. She went back to Canada where she went back to school and she continued with her studies, and this is after now the experience. So what does this tell us? In as much as we would want or to participate in something, if at all it does not align with your values, always feel free to leave and always speak your mind out. Do not sit there in the name of I want to be this and this. No, just quit, go and maybe try something different, or just try the same thing but with a different agency. This also calls for professionalism. If you see that the agency you've enrolled in is not professional, just quit and go and join a more transparent agency. So this is what she did. So she left and she went back to school because she was still young. So after 2 years, she was done with her high school, and her mother convinced her to give modeling a second chance. She took the advice and she decided to go back into modeling. She went to Paris and she joined a different agency which promised to work with her professionally as a professional model and to help her in her journey to grow as a model. So this is what happened, and she went into Paris where she had a tremendous success. At the age of 20, Linda was at the top of the fashion world. She has worked or been known for her theatrical work. There was no great show that did not feature Linda. She has worked for Valentino, Chloe, Mugler, and many other more great shows. She has also landed herself from cover to cover, and she has appeared in the Vogue, in the Rolling Stone, and also in the Allure. She has appeared in a total of over 700 covers, and this is a great milestone as a model. In 1987, Linda was featured in the Revlon's commercials for the most unforgettable woman in the world campaign. She has appeared in George Michael's video, The Freedom, also together with Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, Tyra Banks, and this has been a really great breakthrough for her. In 1988, Linda was convinced by a very popular photographer called Peter Lindbergh, who convinced her to cut her hair into short hair. So at first, when she was convinced to do so, a lot of agencies or runway shows cancelled her. But then she adopted her new hairstyle and decided to use it as her difference and her uniqueness in the modeling industry. And again, it bore good fruits, although many shows cancelled her. But in the next show period, this was the look that was being adopted, and it was the number one trending look worldwide. This look is also one that really made her recognized, and it made her known, and this is when she was selected as the supermodel in the 1980s. So what does this tell us? At times, the universe sends us people to us who are going to help us or guide us in our lives or in our journeys. So these people are, I normally call them the divine connectors or destiny connectors. From this look, she was able to adopt, and she was really one of the greatest models in the 1980s. So in the 1990s era, Linda was one of the top most, and she was recognized as the world's star model because she was one of the highly paid models in the 1980s. Always learn to listen to your destiny connectors, but also be wise because it's not everybody will be a destiny connector. So in the 1990s era, she was named in the People's Magazine one of the 50 most beautiful people, and she appeared in the Thierry Mugler Too Funky music video. She was also a really great supermodel. She was a presenter in the Miss World competition 1995, and she received the Industry Lifetime Achievement Award, which was presented to her by Vogue in 1997. She decided to take a break from modeling and settled in France. However, in 2001, she was back, and it seemed as if she had never left, because when she was back, she got a lot and more deals with various shows, and she really performed very well. So she went back to modeling, and she was still a great masterpiece in the modeling industry. And in the year 2006, this is when she gave birth to her first child and only child. Linda is an activist of HIV and AIDS awareness and also breast cancer awareness. Today, Linda Evangelista has dedicated her life to her family. She said she hopes to grow old gracefully, and she's been a great fashion icon in the fashion industry, being a supermodel in the 1980s. We really appreciate Linda Evangelista. So yes, we have come to the end of the video today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming up to this point. Thank you for watching through my video, and I really appreciate. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you've subscribed. We are a road to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe as we continue with the 10 video series. And then guess what? We have something good coming for you. We have something good waiting after this 10 video series. So make sure you all still follow through. Same channel, same venue, same place, same time, 11 a.m. every Saturday. And I will really appreciate having you and helping you grow in this journey of modeling, knowing the history of the 1980s, 1990s supermodels. And I will really appreciate. So thank you once more to my new subscribers. Welcome to this channel. We really do love guests. So feel so much welcome, and bye.